What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Teams AI Only Battle World thing. The end. There's always one word. There's plenty going on right now. I think this is going to be the biggest thing that's happening, though. I have forgotten in the last few days while I've been dying. Not really. It's all good. Wait. Hang on. I'm very confused. Whose city was this? Okay, that must have been a Sioux city initially. The name seemed very Shoshone, but I was like, they're on the same team, so that would never happen. Mongolia v Indonesia, doesn't really matter. Oh, okay, there we go, that's a big peace deal. China, Korea, basically, pretty big one. America v Indonesia, don't know why that happened. Greece again, yeah, pretty unimportant. So in terms of major conflicts right now, I think we're looking at like one. I might be wrong, but no, they're not even doing anything. Yeah, I think we're down to pretty much just one pretty big. Well, okay, no, there's the one with the Ottomans and Byzantium, but I think the Huns have all but given up. Russia's yet to wade their own way into that one. They could definitely make a difference there, but probably not going to happen at the moment. And am I right? All three North American teams are all at war with each other, I believe. I'm pretty sure. It's all of them against each other. Although, there was some peace deals, so maybe California is no longer with the Sioux, but the other two are. And obviously, the Incans and Brazil are slowly creeping towards taking out the Mayans and the Aztecs. If the Mayans were to fall, they would be the first civ to die. So, that would be interesting to see. Should be the first one. Right. Sorry, I just got a text message. Shouldn't have been distracted, but it was like a person that doesn't normally text, so something obviously important-ish. A city just fell. I completely missed it. It was Samoa. Okay, Australia, they managed to take a city. I forgot about this, to be honest. I was just like, oh no, nothing happens down there. It'll be fine. It's only Oceania. But there you go. Australia and New Zealand teamed up, got this done. I don't know how much New Zealand contributed, apart from cannon fodder. They got it done. I mean, this crossbowman helped. That was doing a lot of the work. I do remember now. So that's pretty good for them. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. Germany is in this as well, and Austria, but they have not done much at all. Also, they have open borders with Poland, which means they're at least safe for a little bit longer. That's good news. Siam into the industrial era. Interesting times. I wonder if... okay, Poland still look pretty strong up here. Oh, there we go. The Incans finally eliminate the Mayans. And unless there's a magnificent comeback from the Aztecs, this team's not got long left. And we won't be seeing the Mayans again, I'm afraid. So that's pretty huge for the Incans. Them and Brazil slowly working their way through. And it will be those North American teams to be tested next, although it's going to be incredibly competitive because America and the Iroquois on score, which, I don't know, take from that what you want, are beating Brazil and the Incans. But that might be the battle that decides the Americas. I'm loving this because normally South and North America stay very separate. Like, you just have one civ, win each continent. Here, because they've been given so much freedom, Brazil and the Incans have... yeah, I mean, one, they don't have to fight each other, which is pretty useful. Plus, there's 2 less civs maybe than normal, or at least 1. Normally, we'd have Argentina and have 3, or Chile. Actually, Chile and Argentina normally, so we'd have 4. But yeah, not anymore. They've just got so much freedom. They just had to focus on going north, and I mean, the Aztecs and the Mayans weren't particularly strong. So there you go. Not only do we have one of the scariest teams ever, they have access to the Suez Canal, the Panama Canal. Got there in the end. Took a while, but we got there. Also, there is a very red city on the map. It is Ethiopia, though, so not red at all. On the border, obviously, was on this little island. Rhodesia also has a settler out this way. There's a few more random settlers around the map. We might see some random cities as Ethiopia over here in the Indonesian or Southeast Asian islands area. Germany versus the Songhai. Also, who? Oh, this is Austria. Okay, obviously Britain never peaced out, which keeps things interesting. I don't think they'll die to 2 privateers, although they can't actually stop the privateers, so it's up to the city itself to defend it. Could get a little bit scary if Austria sends some more boats over. If Austria picks this up, they would have full control over the entry and exit. Obviously, Germany's on their team. And England and the Celts trying to do a colonial thing, going after India, I guess. Trying to take over India again. Indonesia v India. Oh, I don't think this will quite matter, because Indonesia don't have like deep sea boats, or enough of them. I think they do have the tech. Maybe not actually. Well, I'm pretty sure Samoa definitely does. So they should. They just haven't built anything yet. Burundi. Okay, there's some big wars going on. Oh, Australia. Burundi v India does not matter so much. But Burundi versus the Songhai means that Congo are up against the Songhai and Nigeria. And this could be pretty bad. However, if I remember correctly, Rhodesia is at war with Songhai and Nigeria. So that could... they've got open borders here. So they might almost fight this war for the Congo. Could make things very interesting, almost baiting in some of these troops, and then Rhodesia's going to kill them instead. Could be very interesting what happens there. Some attrition over there. Not sure what's going on. Spain very quiet, but that's usual. Spain come alive normally in the late game. For some reason, I don't know. They just do in these world battles. Normally they start doing really well, and then someone like the Songhai or the Zulu will come and crush them. But, you know, they do well for a period of time. I mean, that's probably not going to happen. This is definitely the most contested Africa I've ever seen. No one running away with it right here. Although, that said, I think the Africa AI only battle was pretty contested before it broke. So yeah, I mean, if anyone thinks that sounds fun to them, you can go check it out. But yeah, it did break, so I wouldn't... There was no... I think there was a winner, but it was very early. Zulu... Oh, okay, well, I was right, but they pieced out straight away, so never mind. Doesn't even matter. I can't believe Rome hasn't done anything. Surely there's got to be something. Like, they could take this from Egypt. Like, it wouldn't be that hard. Although Mercuria is here. Oh, okay, I didn't see that. Egypt and Mercuria. I mean, Egypt is not ready for this, and neither is Mercuria. This city, there's a lot of troops. This is going to be a big battle. And then, I mean, Zulu's a bit too far away, I think. And as is Rhodesia. More importantly, Rhodesia. They're bigger. Okay, America. Those definitely don't matter. So yeah, I was just wondering, is this happening? I mean, these Galeases can do some support, but the Incan army seems to have given up. They're like, no, this is fine. This was probably like Brazil's city to take. They're like, okay, yeah, we can't really be bothered now. You know, you did your bit to help us, but you know, they're just like, oh, thanks, mate. It'd be cool if the teams could like split up. Just be like, nope, we don't want to work together anymore. Or form new teams. That'd be cool. Shoshone with another settler. They're not giving up, despite having a bad game, but their standards, they're usually pretty good. I mean, the Sioux have almost made it harder for them than anyone else, but we'll ignore that. Yeah, you can start to see the difference now between these two teams though. Look at the border. Just tons of units, and here it's just completely empty, pretty much. So that's going to be worrying. Iroquois with a settler heading out. I assume that will head to the Caribbean. Unless it goes to Iceland, but the direction suggests Caribbean. Could be interesting. Obviously, Mongolia and China just seem confused. I mean, they have so much potential. They're just not using it yet. We now have China with their Cho canoes. Mongolia, I think, have used... oh no, they have a Kashyyyk. I don't know if they've just reached that or it's old. I think they've probably just got to it. Although that's kind of worrying. Some civs in the industrial era. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe it is an old unit. I don't know. Ripperoni. Not enough Mongolian knowledge for me. There's another terrifying team, just sort of waiting, in slumber. Russia and Poland. Nothing from them. recently. They look very powerful. In fact, they probably... Okay, I'm just considering things. Yeah, they're probably up there. There is a lot down there. Technologically, they're not better off. They're on the same tech as Brazil, but they have more of the riflemen, which Brazil and the Inca have not upgraded to yet. So that is the advantage that they have. More crossbowmen opposed to other bowmen. That sort of thing. Even though they're on the same level, Brazil just hasn't upgraded everything yet. And same for the Incans. See, France and Spain is actually a really weird team right now. Because, I mean, they're not that weak. I mean, this is annoying. But if they teamed up, and if Spain, I don't know, if only the AI could coordinate things by themselves, let alone two civs trying to do it at the same time, it's a nightmare. If they coordinate this, if they could drive Britain out of here, give France a couple more cities, all of a sudden, France would look pretty scary. Because eventually, I don't know what Austria and Germany are doing, because they should be doing so much better for what they've got. They're struggling. I don't know if they're just scared of Poland. Again, Rome is here, very strong as well. They should be scared, I guess. But yeah, I feel Germany and Austria is going to collapse at some point, and there's going to be a massive land grab. Obviously, at that point, the Ottomans probably won't be able to take part. But Poland, Russia, as a team, will be definitely interested. Britain will probably be interested again. France will be interested, and I assume Rome will try here, and would try and get something for the Greeks, maybe. I mean, even if they could take this, that'd be so useful for Greece, just to have something else. But they're definitely not out of this yet. Like a hunt for, I don't know if we're going to do normally we do a top 10 countdown. Because it's teams, we should probably do a top 5, because like 10 probably encompasses some undeserving teams. But then we put in more civs than normal, so we'll probably do a top 10 anyway. We'll be fine. Don't see why not. Obviously it won't be as exciting, because it's just going to be the score list, probably, unless we figure out a new way to do it. No info addicts, I'm afraid, so I can't really. And yeah, I mean, I'm dedicated, but I'm not counting each and every unit each civ has. Plus there's no way to work out the technologies. Actually, there is a way, but that would take so long. To go into the in-game editor, take over each civ and check what text they have would be a nightmare. Unless there was only like 4 or 5 left, which is pretty unlikely. I mean, no teams have been eliminated yet. Only 1 out of 54 civs, or 50 civs has been eliminated. I don't know how many it is. I think it's 50, 51 now. No, 49 now. Plus me, somewhere here. Hello. I might have to give myself a tile soon. God, I need to remember that one. I mean, we've got ages before the Atlantic is fully encompassed by borders, but it does happen if you go long enough. Particularly if people start settling the Caribbean, it will close off with Spain. I don't know what I'm looking for right now. There isn't too much going on in terms of sieges. Yeah, I think it's pretty much dry as far as sieges are concerned. This obviously all ended as soon as it began. Oh, there we go. Most wonderful people. Arabia have 6 wonders. That is impressive, considering 4th and 5th on that list had 1. Samoa, okay, they tried New Zealand, but that's not going to work out for them. Doesn't look like there's much more happening. But that's going to be it for this episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.